Edge Technology Screens. I'm sitting here enjoying a nice cool breeze coming through my window. We got a nice weather today. Nice cool breeze coming through. Plenty of light. As you know, I like to have my environments really well lit. So I'm going to show you this demonstration. As I said before, when people are trying to do demonstrations against our company and products, I find it interesting that they do a lot of these demonstrations in the dark. And the reason why is because, as I said before, the screens have a really hard time trying to produce a decent picture, even when using an expensive projector. They really struggle with the lights on. So let me show you something in this demonstration, and I've done it many times before, what they can't do. So as you can see, we got two big open windows here. You know what's behind me, my Signature 17 acoustic blackout cloth. We're using my $180, we're going to add these up to $180 NEC projector. I'm going to come over here, turn my projector on. Oops, grip hold my hat first. Right, there we go. And the one thing I love about my technology is the fact that I don't have to be subjected in a dark environment. My customers don't have to be subjected to a dark environment, and you don't need an expensive, overpriced projector just to be able to pull off a beautiful image. So when I get up in the morning, I expect for my screens to be able to function in a well-lit environment. Now, the screens cannot take on direct sunlight. That's one thing I tell my customers don't do. They don't take on direct sunlight, but like I said, they'll be able to produce in fully lit environments with no problem whatsoever. So I'm getting me a demonstration for downstairs, because right now I have my projectors set up in my kitchen. There we go. And I'm setting one of the setups for, I think this is the basement, yeah. One of the setups for the kitchen, because right now I'm setting the kitchen projector. So we'll come over here and check out some of the things I have here. So like I said, one of the things I don't see in a lot of the demonstrations is showing a screen in a fully lit environment. Speakers were up a little loud yesterday. I forgot I was watching. I was watching something, probably tutorial on me. Now, as you can see, fully lit environment, plenty of light coming in. We don't have any dark shadows, no dark corners, stuff like that. A little skipping with the Wi-Fi, which I don't know why that's acting up. But as you can see, plenty of light. And I'll go on and put my overheads on, which I don't need because we're in the morning time, but just to show you that if I'm going to sit here in a fully lit environment, I should be able to pull up my image with no problem whatsoever. And this is using a projector of only 720p. These are outdated projectors. They don't make them anymore. And as I said, I can come right over here to the side and I can view my image with no problem, as you should. And I can do this in a fully lit environment. This is how demonstrations are supposed to be done in a fully lit environment. It tells my customers, number one, don't got to pay a lot for a projector. Number two, don't have to be stuck in the dark. All right, so I'm gonna leave this remote control here because knowing me, I'm gonna carry it about the house and I will lose it. All right, so now I'm gonna pop downstairs. These are the Epic Blues right here. This is our Supreme Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Exotic 15. So these are Exotic 15s. Exotic 15s can pull off images in fully lit environments. They can take in a ton of ambient light, as you can see where my screen sits at. It's 126 inches. It sits, these are the sloths. They sit in a window, a bay of windows. Like I said, no dark environments, none of that nonsense. You know, I find it interesting if someone's going to try, and we have people from time to time try to slander our work. But anytime they're trying to slander our work, they're always in these dark environments. And I find it interesting on how people are going to try to slander what we do for a living when you're doing your demonstrations in the dark, even the ones you try to slander us with. But look at this. That's an Epic Blue. Plenty of light pushing in. And that projector cost me $59. As you can see, don't have to be stuck in the dark. Here we are, Black Nova 17. Fully lit environment. Can pull up an image with no problem whatsoever. Oh, wait. And I got to show you this one right here. In the kitchen, sitting on another projector. I paid, how much did I pay for this projector? I got this projector for $130 because it didn't come with the side panel for the filter. So the fellow who had them had two different versions. He had one with the panel that was $180, and he had another one without the panel. No, the one without the panel was $130, and the one with the panel was $180. There's my other screen right here. And this is running, not in the window, but right next to the window, as you can see. If you're going to, sorry about that, talk nonsense about someone's work, at least be able to back up your paints by having some sort of, I don't know what you would call it. I don't even know why in the world are you sitting in the dark with a $4,000 projector. We got 180 over here. No, sorry. $50, $59 over here, and the projector in the next room over there is $180. And then I got a projector over there that costs $230. You can't put, and like I said, the fellow Jamie Fernando, I think that's his name right there, Jamie Fernando, yes, who made the particular video. You did that video in the dark. Look at this. I could easily do this. So I find it funny how people try to slander our work, but they can't even pull off a simple demonstration in a well-lit environment because the screens aren't designed to pull an image. So I can go upstairs, watch a movie, come downstairs, jump on my couch, watch a movie, go over here and jump on my movie sofa and watch a movie, go into the kitchen, sit down, have a bowl of cereal, and watch a movie. This is how ambient light rejection screen paint is supposed to work. And as for the certified projection screens, same scenario, ambient light controlled environments, which, like I said, I understand how a screen is supposed to be ambient light rejection, but it has to be used in a controlled environment. Overpriced, expensive projectors to try to make the screen look good. Like I said, when using a projector of that caliber, screen's doing all the work. This here alone, I could put a star field in every one of these screens, and this would be a challenge. But this right here alone would be a challenge for you. Baseball highlights. I can come here and watch a baseball game. That's my screen in the kitchen. This is how technology, and this is a Black Nova. This is a screen you try to slander by saying it was too dark, you can't see it. Yet the Black Nova is sitting here doing a demonstration that you can't perform. Tron Legacy. I can show both screens, this one and that one at the same time. This is options. You don't have to spend the money for the expensive projector, and you have a choice whether you want to use your screen in a fully lit environment or with the lights out. If the screen looks this good with the lights on, lights out, the screens are absolutely incredible. It's easier to do demonstrations with the lights off. Projector has less ambient light to deal with. I can watch this on an angle right here and watch my screen in the next room. Batman, Bane fight. A very dark scene. We can watch both screens at the same time. This is what I mean by when I try to explain to this particular individual, your technology is not on their level. So here I am up around probably about 8 or 9 right now, and I'm displaying one screen over here, and I'm watching Batman in a fully lit environment on a jet black screen. Outer space screensaver, places you can't go. Neither can high-end screens. They can't pull this off. We test our technology against high-end screens all the time. Cinema grades can't come here in this particular area because they have to be used in an ambient light controlled environment. I'm gonna leave my screen right there. I'm over here in the kitchen, watching penguins. Come back over here, watch outer space. That's why when you watch a lot of those demonstrations on that, some of those screen paints and overpriced projection screens, number one, overpriced projection screens are using, like I said, a controlled environment and a high power projector. Same thing with some people who do these hobbyist paints. High power projector to make it for what the screen can do, an ambient light controlled environment. And they'll tell you have to calibrate the daylights out of your projector. These are old projectors, outdated projectors. None of them have ever been calibrated. You couldn't pull off this scenery in a fully lit environment. See my screen way over there? 126-inch sitting in Windows. Let's go take a look at that thing. So much light that screen takes in. Now, as you can see right through my curtains. These are veneer curtains are designed to let a lot of light push through. And my screen from corner to corner to corner produces an image. And that is the blue screen that I tested your product against, that your screen could not pull red level or any color next to it, and the screen's blue. It even pulled the contrast level. Go back in here. Transformers. Chase scene. And while that's loading up, I can come back over here into the kitchen. Like I said, I can walk about the house and watch my screens. Sometimes I have this one running while I'm making orders right here. Or if I'm sitting down, maybe getting something to eat or waiting for some food to finish cooking, I'll sit in there and fire this one up. It's a lot cheaper than going in and having somebody, and like I said, I don't do TVs anyway. You know, if you're going to have trust in your product, you know what I mean? You have to have trust in your product. You know what I mean? You can't be sitting, I can't have this environment dark. Can you imagine how well lit this place is? Can you imagine this area looking like a cave? I can't do that. I'm sorry. I have to have, my stuff has to work. And like I said, we specialize in ambient light rejection technology. That's why I can sit here on these cheap old projectors and show you these demonstrations in fully lit environments. I don't have to use the smoke and mirrors is them telling you that you have to be in an ambient light controlled, and you have to spend this kind of money for a projector, and you have to calibrate the projector. That's smoke and mirrors. Now, once this screen comes down, I'm going to be setting up a 150-inch screen, and I'm going to be using a $175 projector. That's going to be using to run it. You can't compete with a Black Nova technology. Look at that. You don't even need a P4 to do that. 230 bucks. That's what my projector cost me behind me. Let's put something on. We don't get in any trouble here. I can sit here and watch Star Wars dogfight in outer space. I've never even seen this one yet. Beautiful flowers, 4K. Put something on, it's not going to get me hit with anything. I just want to show a couple of minutes, like real fast, because I learned that from some guys, like you show a couple minutes of it, they really can't get you on it. It has to be little minutes of it. I'm going to put this on for the time being. And this is not just him, to tell you the truth. This is also projection screen company. So like I said, we test against everybody. See how my commercials look? And you can see the screen in the next room. It's not even dark in there. Now, I could make this a challenge by itself. I can make that screen in the next room a challenge by itself. You wouldn't be able to pass this demonstration by itself. Yeah, I'm gonna light upstairs. Somebody's barbecuing. They're definitely barbecuing. It's got to be the guy on this side. It's definitely got to be him on this side. See? Now, I went downstairs, displayed all my screens, and now I'm upstairs with 2 open windows. My lights are on up here. And I'm displaying an image on my other setup, which is a Signature 17. This is our pre-coated blackout cloth. And I'm doing this on another projector. It cost me $180. So it's interesting how You know, some people will portray our technology to be so dark, but yet these are the same individuals that are doing these demonstrations in the dark, literally, because they can't turn their lights on because their screen will wash out. And I can sit here, look out the window, and watch some golf. I think they have a golf tournament today. They always have a golf tournaments.
Having mom all to myself. When you're ready, we'll be here. It's a new memory.
No, we grabbed it. Batman, Bane scene, fighting.
Getting that from YouTube.
There's your challenge right there. Windows open. Your ultra short throw projector. Do a Batman Bane scene and a Starfield while you're at it. And have it done by tomorrow. You want to challenge our technology. Now you got a challenge attached to it. Let's see if you do it or not. I was able to come on early in the morning, debunk your video, come back in, and walk through my entire house while it's fully lit. And then come upstairs with my windows open and display Batman. Transformers, car chase scene. I can replay the same thing up here. I can replay it down there. Didn't even need an expensive projector to do it. Let me see. Tron Legacy. I'm going to add up my projectors and see how much my projectors are costing me throughout the entire house. I know it's going to be cheap. So we got the one going down, that's $180. We have the one downstairs that's $59, so we get it even $60. The one we're buying brand new for the theater room is going to be $175. The one in the kitchen is $130. And the one I have in the tech room is the only 1080p we have. That was only $560. Oh, shit, can't play too much of this. Get in trouble. I like to play right here. Let's skip past some scenes real quick. There we go. Yeah, we're not really getting in any trouble here. So there you go. Starfield. The whole thing is about options. People don't want to spend a lot of money for a projector, and they don't want to be stuck in the dark. It's good every once in a while if you're watching a movie, that's fantastic, but I do not want to be stuck in the dark, and neither does anybody else. All my customers I talk to, they want to use something in a fully lit environment. They don't want to turn their house into a cave every time they turn a projector on. And the fact you have such an expensive projector, and you can't even use it in a fully lit environment. But here's your challenge right here. Display on that P2 with a 2,000,000:1 contrast. My projector right here costs pretty much next to nothing. A Starfield demonstration. Now, that projector, the P2, has the capability of producing the contrast level. I mean, heck, any projector can produce a contrast level. This is not even a P2, it's an NEC. You know what the contrast level on this thing is? It's somewhere around 3,000 to 4,000 to 1. I told you at the end of the day, it comes down to your screen. You can have a 4,000,000 to 1. If your screen can't see contrast, your projector can't show it. Same thing when I display color and I show you the different screens and stuff. Your screen, your projector, there's nothing wrong with it, can see red. Your screen can't see it. And if your screen can't see it, you can't see it. That's how it works. Nothing wrong. Unless you got a knockoff projector. Because look at this, I'm using old relic projectors. If these are working in a fully lit environment and you got a new one that's better than this, and you're not picking up the same images I'm picking up, then guess what? It's your screen. There's nothing wrong with your projector. Some people think they got to upgrade, I got to get a newer model. No, you don't. I mean, it's up to you if you want to. I mean, but you really don't have to. When my customers call in, they don't want to spend money for a $4,000 projector. They really don't. They don't want to spend money for a 1080p. They want something that's going to look good. That's what they want. And people will convince them that, oh, if you get this projector with this screen, you're going to have the most incredible image ever. And you're not. Because I've seen it with the certified screens. They don't do so well either. Let's let's see. Sharp 4K demonstrations. I don't do enough of those. Sharp has some really nice demonstrations. As a matter of fact, let's do this one right here.
If you or someone you know is suffering from addiction, call 1-800-662-HELP.
When you crave the uncomfortable, try new spicy Pringles Switch.
And keep in mind, I'm not just speaking strictly to him. It's everybody. It's the big companies out there that are pushing these high-end expensive projectors. When you have time, check out some of these big companies. Go check them out. Look at the environment. See exactly how, compare them to our demonstrations. There you go. Compare them to our demonstrations. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Because what we do is we watch your demonstrations and we do everything they don't do. We don't follow them at all, period. Because everybody says, oh, but that's the only way it works. That's a lie. Watching me do it right now on a cheap projector. So we got choices. You can look at the screen. You can look out the window. Which one? I can't wait to get this in 150 inch. I'm telling you, that Surface comes tomorrow. Oh, if it is what I think it is, man, that is going to be beautiful. This is going to make it like 150 inch. And mind you, if you get 100, we're going to actually get rid of the 135. What's the point? We got 150 inch. The 135 was $348, but we decided to take the 150 inch and make it $348. Would have been the same price for 135. Yeah, I thought that was the best way to go with it. So that way our customers can have this high-end screen. They can design it any way they want, you know what I mean? I thought it'd be kind of nice, you know. You don't have to have an expensive projector. That's why I'm spending $175 for my screen downstairs. I don't need to spend that kind of money for a projector. Yeah, I got rid of the $1,200 projector I paid for and bought $175. So let's see here. All right. Oh, wait. We got to go back on that one. Now, as I said before, like I said, we make everything. We have light gray screen paints. We have dark grays. We have golds. If you like a different color, we have different color screen paints. If the black screen is not for you, then we have other screen paints. We make everything. But as you can see by our black technology, and by the way, Jamie, this is called a Signature 17. This is a black invisible coating that's sprayed onto this screen. Only we have access to that. We don't sell that. And that coating is black. Let me see. So let me get this straight. With all my projectors that I'm using right now, including the projector we have in the back, which is a Christie 505, That's the only 1080p we have. The projector I have in here, which is an NEC. Projector I have downstairs, another NEC at 60 bucks. Projector I'm going to already purchase for the 150 inch for the theater room, $75, and the one in the kitchen. My price tag altogether with my projectors are $1,105. That's what it cost me. Put practically ultra short throws throughout the entire house. And I can walk through my house, produce a beautiful image from corner to corner, and show off contrast levels, colors, white levels, the whole 9 yards when you have a $4,000 projector and you have to stay in the dark. Case closed. Yeah. A lot of wasted money, and you still can't pull off a Starfield demonstration. Blue screen we got downstairs is blue, and I can see a Starfield. If I were to set you against this screen, I would put on the color red, the screen would fade, it would wash out. This projector is actually producing green, red, all the colors required to do this demonstration. And the screen is producing, it's seeing it, and the screen's blue. This is a blue screen. Or if I put your screen against it, and I basically were to put on any kind of those colors, your screen would wash out. All right, people, hope you enjoyed the demonstration, showing you what it's supposed to look like, how it's supposed to react, and how you don't have to spend all this money for a projector. Keep in mind, when people use these very expensive projectors in their demonstration, if you don't have the same projector or anything better than it, there's no way in the world you're going to be able to produce that same image. And when they do those demonstrations in the dark, constantly in the dark, or some poorly ambient lit environment, basically they're doing that to keep the colors correct. On top of that, telling you to calibrate your projector over and over and over again. It's just telling you that, look, the bottom line is our product doesn't work. There is no way in the world you should be ever calibrating a projector. For what? Screens aren't white. I mean, back then, if you had a white projection screen, yeah, you would have to calibrate your projector. Yes, you would have to be in the dark. It's a white screen. But with the technology you make now, there's no way in the world with the projectors we have, you should never have to do that at all, period. As you can see, I can do this with no problem whatsoever. Ooh, let's check this out real quick. Blue's showing off its contrast capabilities. See, that's how your technology is supposed to be to react. Just like that. All right, so I mean, they may try to label us as scammers or whatever they want to call us, but at the end of the day, we can show things that they can't do. They can't back it up. And like I said, they don't compete on us on no level whatsoever. So hope Jamie understands that this is how a demonstration is supposed to be done. This is how you do it. Ooh, that is beautiful, isn't it? Is that not beautiful? But like I said before, really quick, none of our products match. Your products come really close to matching each other. And that's why you need to take those 3 teaspoons of black paint, mix it in with that white paint, the video that you deleted off YouTube because you didn't want anybody adding 2 and 2 together and figuring out that the free paint you was giving out was matching the paint you were selling. You need to do a demonstration on that product you made and put it against your screens and do that demonstration. That's what you should be doing, but he's not going to do that. All right, with that being said, I'm gonna go watch a movie on this screen, get me something to eat, and watch this screen at the same time. Actually, I think I should put a chair right here. I should be able to watch both of them at the same time. I don't know. All right, gotta go, and God bless.